they were getting disagreement on the input in terms of the altitude. And because it had actually moved from normal law to alternate law, what that also did was that it disabled the system that would actually normally prevent the kind of control inputs that the plane was actually receiving. Normally, the plane would actually override an input from the pilot that took it to that rate of climb and keep it at a much more normal level. And these are all things that the pilots are aware of and used to. The plane is going to compensate. The plane is going to warn me if we're in a stall conditions. All of that had been disabled. And so what you had was a high angle of attack. You had full engine thrust. Theoretically, the plane was climbing, and it was actually falling. And what ultimately happened was the plane broke up on the surface of the Atlantic Ocean. So there were a lot of complexities of what systems are actually providing correct information and what systems aren't. And it wasn't solely an operator error issue. It was a challenge to the complexity of the system and the tight coupling that was created by the fact that the Airbus 330 is a fly-by-wire system. It's all controlled by computer. And so you had a selective disabling of computer controls and not knowing what was operative and what was not operative. And the challenge with complex situations and where Charles Perrow originally came from in terms of developing normal accident theory is often these accidents get blamed first on operator error. And typically they're not. They're actually precipitated first off by a failure of not one, but multiple components and systems. And this is where we actually get what's called the Swiss cheese theory of accidents. If you think about slices of Swiss cheese, they've all got holes in them. And every once in a while, they all line up where there's a hole all the way through. And that's where a catastrophic accident can actually happen. Operator error may be a part of it, but what it's driven by is the operator